Shalom, back with part 3, Ron Dalton, false prophet and doctrine. All right, this is 2 Peter 2, all right, 1 and 2. But there were false prophets also among the people, even back then, over 2,000 years ago, when Yahweh Shai, prior to him coming onto the earth, when he was on the earth, and of course, in today. All right, history always repeats itself. All right, remember, 2/3 of Israelites are not going to make the cut. All right, to go up into those chariots. All right, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there be false teachers among you, like this Ronald Dalton. Okay, he's a novice. He doesn't know these scriptures. All right, do you see him out on the street corners? All right, teaching? Do you see him making videos? No, you don't. You see him in his lot. That's his lot. Okay? And like I said, he was probably set up by the small hatters. Okay? To bring that, all the tribes, or Negroes, which is a false doctrine. Okay? Proven through the scriptures as well as what? In circular history. Where do you think the source material comes for those people that wrote those books? Okay, on the Northern Kingdom. Okay, the source was the Bible. All right? Who probably shall bring damnable heresies. You see that? We're going to go into that word damnable. We're going to start with false prophet. Even denying the Lord that bought them and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And again, that you can go to, what is that? Matthew's 7, 13, 14, enter ye in at the straight gate, all right, for wide and broad is the way, all right, which leadeth unto what? Destruction, and many there be that go in that. This man is no different than the churches bringing these damnable heresies, these deceptions and lies, okay? It's misleading the flock of Israel, okay? But rather go in through the straight gate, which means a degree of difficulty, all right? And few there be that find it, all right? But those that do, right, shall have life everlasting, immortality, okay? Which is what? The truth. You're walking a narrow passage, okay? Walking the straight gate. On one side is water where you can drown, on the other side is fire. It's a degree of difficulty, okay? But that straight gate, that is Yahweh Shai, okay? You're all going to be tested. All right, let's get into it, all right? Give me a minute. All right, here we are here, false prophets. All right? One who, acting the part of divinely inspired prophet, utters falsehoods under the name of divine prophecies. That's him. That's him to a T. All right? See, lying, deceitful, false. Got that? All right. Give me a minute. You want to go to damnable.
Strong's G, 684. Apoleia.
Okay, so what does damnable heresies mean? See, destroying, utter destruction. See? Destruction which consists of eternal misery. Okay? In hell. And hell is not a place, but a condition, as in the grave, as in being dead. In other words, you're going to burn in that thermonuclear fire, the lake of fire. All right? You understand? Now, give me a minute. All right, and here's verse 2. And many shall follow their promiscuous ways, right? You're going to follow Ronald Dalton and all these other false prophets, all right? By reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of, all right? We're going to go into pernicious ways. We're going to go into that. All right, here we are here, pernicious ways, right? You see? Destruction, right? Same thing we've already read, right? See? To perish, to be lost, ruined, destroyed. Okay? To declare that one must be put to death. All right? There you go. Give me a minute. Matthew 7:15, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are raving wolves. Give me a minute. Matthew 24:11, many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. All right? But remember, okay, they're not going to be able to deceive the elect. Okay? That they're not going to be able to do. Okay? If it were possible, they would deceive the very elect right here in verse 24. For there shall arise false messiahs, false prophets, shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. But it's not possible to deceive the elect. All right? Give me a minute. All right, this is 1 John 4:1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, right? And we already read Romans 8:14 and 16, right? Because again, this is all spiritual, and this man has no spiritual discernment. Whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. There you go. Give me a minute. Philippians 3:19, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, right? Meaning what? As their own thoughts, okay? Or money, mammon, right? And remember, cannot serve two masters. Whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things, okay? Give me a minute. 1 Timothy 6:9. And they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. There you go. That's being part of the wicked, the sons of perdition. All right? The man of sin. Give me a minute. This is 2 Peter 3:16. As also in all his epistles, Apostle Paul's epistles, right? His writings, right? His letters. Speaking in them of these things in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned, like this Ronald Dalton, all right, and unstable wrestle, that's what rest means for the word wrestle with what? The scriptures, as they do also the other scriptures unto their own destruction, all right? And we're going to do this, we're going to get into that, all right, here in the blue letter when we come right back, all right, with part 4 to close out and give you some precepts. Give me a minute. We'll be right back with part 4. Shalom.